Hey, welcome to the chat zone where we tell the inspirational, motivation, and touching stories transform communities. My name is Trevor Cavandis, and today we are going to speak political, more especially about the guild race of Kampala University Luweero Campus. So with me today, I'm having Mr. Amos. He will introduce us to the. He will introduce himself to the viewers. Welcome, Mr. Amos, to the chat zone.
Thank you, sir, for giving me this opportunity.
Yes, as you look in the camera.
Once again,
So who is Amos for the starters?
Amos is a student of Kampala University, pursuing Bachelor's of Agriculture and Community Development. I'm from Rukunjiri District, southwestern Uganda. I'm a students leader representing students in universities from Rukunjiri, and I'm a youth leader in the structures of youth from the village level up to the district level.
So, Mr. Amos from Rukunjiri. So, I've seen you showing interest in the forthcoming guild presidential elections. What brings you there?
Of course, at times we don't need to take a step before the step calls us to take the step.
What are you trying to mean by that?
What I'm trying to mean, we are replying the cries of the students. Students are like, Amos, why can't you come and take us through this? Because they are facing a lot of challenges, meaning that they are the challenges that have made me or that have inspired me to see how best we can handle them, how best actually we can help our students, because these are the challenges that are being faced not on an individual basis, but they are the challenges you can face as Kabandiza, the Amos can face, and another one can do what? Can face.
Mr. Amos, what could be some of those challenges the students are facing?
Of course, first and foremost, we have a challenge of meals for the students who stay inside. To me, I think these students are not getting worth it, what they pay. And at the same time, they are being denied access to food because at times, some of them, they dread to pay. You know, we are from different family backgrounds, where some of our parents are the peasants. They target the seasons. So I really think it is bad to deny a student meals at the end of the semester he or she is going to clear. Yes. Secondary, there is a challenge of over the issue of retake and academic issues. It is the role of the Guild Council with its president to sit down and see how best they can work for the students and how best they can fight for the students. It is very unfortunate that now at Kampala University we are paying tuition. Actually, we are paying a cost of tuition for retake. It is over exploiting our parents actually who are working morning up to evening to have tuition, and again we ask them, or we really do ask them, money which is like 200, which is 250, that is for retake, that is a lot.
Mr. Amos, you have just talked about the tech issue. Are you trying to mean when put into office as the guild president, would you give marks to the students or any other thing?
Of course, it is not that we need to give marks to the students. But it is not that even whoever fails has failed completely. There is a second hearing, or there is something like giving him or her a second chance, which is a retake. It is to redo. But they need to redo, or he or she has to redo a paper at a favorable price. Meaning that when someone has a retake that costs him or her 250, he will not be in a position to have the tuition for the whole semester, because we are from the different background. Like me, I'm from a humble family where I expect any mess of 250. it costs me that maybe I can fail to raise the tuition. And it's not me alone. We are leaders, and leaders should be there to see how best they can defend the students and to see how best really they can help the students. 250, it's a lot. Some universities actually pay 20K, 30K, 40K, 50K. Why 250 as Kampala University? Is it that it is a business? It is a business campus. Why is it? It should not be like that.
So, Mr. Amos, what would be another challenge you have seen at the campus which you want to address affecting the students moving college?
Thank you, Mr. Moderator. There is another challenge. The challenge we are having, it is a challenge of politics of entertainment.
What do you mean by that? Do we entertain politicians? What are you trying to mean by that?
To me, the years I have spent at Kampala University, we have been having the politicians in the form of we have been having the politicians, the Guild Council and the president, who have been in the form they are like the comedians. They are like the comedians. So this time around with me, I will make sure that we will not have comedians within the Guild Council. We should not have comedians in the Guild Council. Because I believe if you're not a comedian, you cannot hear a touching story from a student. Then you fail to go there and hear. That is the politics of entertainment I'm talking about. You don't want to handle the issues that can affect students' learning. Issues that they can actually result something. But when you hear that maybe a certain team from Nigeria or else the certain team from somewhere has invited you for a friendly match, you run for a friendly match. The students who stay inside have a challenge of bathing water with fish. I don't know whether you know about it, but they use water with fish.
Do they lack what to? They lack clean water. You're trying to mean that they bathe the same water with the fish, ice fish ponds down there, meaning they collect water from the fish ponds.
Yes, they create water from the fish ponds.
Could that be true?
It's very true. It's very true.
So how do we address that?
To address that, we pay. We pay. We need to have politics based on accountability.
You earlier on talked about the politics involving comedians. So who are those comedians and what do they do which make them comedians?
Moderator, we really have them. When I talk about the Guild Council, it means I have combined them all. All of them, they are the comedians. And I have heard that now we have all about 5 comedians from the Guild Council who have started convincing, who have started deceiving innocent students that now they want to have the race and become the Guild president. Mr. Moderator, I had my friend. He was in Nigeria with a bachelor's degree in English education. He was like, why can't I go for the master's degree? He told all the Nigerians that I'm going for the master's degree in English. They were like, bye, have a safe journey. But on the day of coming back to in Nigeria, he still called people from Nigeria, the so-called Nigerians, to come and welcome him. The guy, the English he was speaking before having the masters, it was the real English. Still, he was speaking after masters.
What are you trying to mean by that? Don't we know how to speak English? Don't students there at the university know how to speak English?
No.
What are you trying to mean by that?
I'm not meaning that they don't know how to speak English, but my area of emphasis now, it is on these people who have been in the Guild Council and they have done nothing at first. So they have now started convincing and deceiving innocent students that now they have learned something and they have enough experience and qualifications to make them become the leaders.
Mr. Amos, in your introduction, you earlier on told us that you were a students leader representing students from Rukonje at the university. Now, by being a student leader, couldn't you combine efforts with those people in the guild council who have done nothing, as you allegedly say they have done nothing? Couldn't you combine efforts with them to change the status quo?
Mr. Moderator, I told you, there is Amos and there is you, Mr. Kabandize. I will never become Mr. Kabandize and you will never become Mr. Amos.
Yes,
At times you have to understand that. I will never and I will never and I have never felt like I should work with someone who don't use the same strategies I use. If you follow football or if you're the fan of football, my Man City fans were like, why can't you give the Joel Cancelo a match? But Pep Guardiola was like, who told you that always Joel Cancelo will always be in the match? So never you feel like Amos will be like you, and never you have a feeling that you will be like Amos. There is Amos and there is you.
Mr. Amos, aren't you giving hate speech of the words you're speaking? Isn't it a hate speech?
It is not a hate speech, but to me, I'm a humanitarian. I have passed, actually, I have faced a lot, and I have passed through several challenges, and my friends are seriously suffering, and they are seriously being tortured by these challenges. And as a humanitarian, you know, when nature dictates, a man has no option seriously.
Well, Mr. Amos, my producer is telling me that we are running out of time, but still, as we conclude, how are you going to address, because you're a fellow student, how are you going to fight these things? Would you use your personal finance, for example, the problems you have talked about and those which you have left out? How are you going to address this in some few minutes as we finish?
Oh, thank you, Mr. Apud. It's not because maybe these challenges have been torturing our students due to lack of funds, but we have lost what we call nationalism within us. We have lost the nationalism. We don't have a feeling of the nation we are in. We don't have a feeling of the campus we are in. We don't have a feeling. We don't have a love. We don't have a heart for the campus we are living in. Meaning that to me as Amos, I have been voted as a guild president and I have that office. I will first teach the students to have the feeling or to have the heart of loving Kampala University at large. Then I will have the diplomats on the ground. What do I mean as a diplomat? I'm a decorated guy. I'm a decorated student. You may see me as young, but I'm old. I have the people in the government. I have people around. The politicians, the people in the local government, and so many. We can sit together. We make the alliance, and we see how best we can promote this. If it means maybe to boost the lottery, we can see how we can invest in a lottery via using the Lottaracs and the Rotarians and the interacts outside Kampala University, but that will help us to develop Rotary within Kampala University.
Well, thank you so much, Mr. Amos. Now, on to our viewers, Amos has a very interesting story to tell as he's seeking for your support, more especially the students at Kampala University Luweero Campus. In the future coming, that's in the next semester, he is opting for the guild office and is eagerly wanting it. So we shall bring him back. He will be right back as the process still continues. He has a interesting story to tell. We shall bring him back to tell more. So thank you so much for viewing this. Thank you so much. We kindly request you to Subscribe to our channel, like, share and comment. My name is Trevor Kabandise. Thank you so much.